Happy Tuesday on a 7-3 run, and the Jabbo Hall of Famer Kobe White comes through again. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I'm your host, Steven, and we are here to talk some more basketball, baby, after another winning day. 7-3 in the last 10, but most importantly, the man himself, the GOAT, Kobe White, comes through in the clutch again, cashing for us in the third quarter to make it six straight winners on him. It's unbelievable, guys. If you don't have a Kobe White jersey, I don't know what you're doing. I think I need to go order one right now. He is just unbelievable. I cannot induct him into the Jabbo Hall of Fame soon enough. I mean, it's been awesome. Awesome run. And unfortunately, he doesn't play today, so that sucks. But we have a small four-game slate today. And also, just want to mention, if you are not a part of that Discord, go join it. The link is below. Almost 2,500 people are in there. We give out a lot of best bets and have a lot of fun along the way. So go join if you can. Also, I heard my microphone sound kind of sucks, especially compared to Ryan's. We are working on that. I have a mixer. I'm trying to figure out how to use it exactly. But anyways, thank you for letting us know. We are always trying to make these videos better. So stay with us. We're just working on the microphone sound a little bit more to make it a little more clear for you guys. But we got a new Jabbo MVP, and let's check it out. All right, there it is. They get the entire page to themselves. We got one new Jabbo MVP at Dread72983. Thank you very much. We appreciate the support and all the other people that are a part of this Jabbo MVP crew. It's awesome. I cannot thank you guys enough for the support and helping this channel grow. If you like our videos and they help you out enough, it's $2.99 a month. Hit that join button below the video. If you cannot see it on mobile, you might have to change the desktop view or go on your laptop computer and do it. But it really helps us out, and we just keep rolling. You get some small perks with it, a badge, some emojis, prioritized replies, and a shout out. So thank you to everyone who has done it already. All right, let's get started. In this video, it is shooting guard day. That's right. It is Tuesday. Defenses giving up the most points, rebounds, and assists to the shooting guard position. And then I give you my two best bets. We only got 4 games today, but I found two winners, hopefully. And then we'll wrap it up with the bets recap. So hit that like button, leave a comment below, help this channel grow, help everyone on YouTube see this video so we can reach 20,000 subscribers by the end of this year. That would be freaking awesome. So you guys rock. Let's get some winners, and it starts with the bets recap. There it is, the 2-1 day. Luka Doncic, 30 plus points, 10 plus assists. He had 6 dimes at halftime, guys, and he only ended with 8. That's right. From what I hear, what it looks like on the stats, some people didn't make some shots, and that would have given us 10 assists. But you know what? It didn't work out, so that is a loser. But Kobe White, Kobe, he is the man, baby. Over 31.5 PRAs. How about cashing in the third quarter? That was absolutely incredible. He was lights out starting in the first quarter, and it was just unreal. He got in the 40s again. I don't understand what the books are doing. They just think it's a fluke, I guess. They don't know this guy is an absolute stud. The next one, Siakam and Julius Randle, 20 plus points each. Siakam cash for us. It was a little tighter than I wanted. I think he had 9 at halftime, but he still got the job done. And Julius Randle was a cash in the third quarter, so that was nice for a nice minus 106 winner. 2-1 on the day. Player props now 49 and 34. Obviously, I bet a lot more player props than anything else this year, and they've been successful, up 14.57 units. We are now 65 and 51, up 13.06, and hopefully we are still climbing. So that's the bets recap. Now let's talk some shooting guards. All right, those are the 10 defenses on the left giving up the most points to the shooting guard position in the last 15 days. Everything's last 15 days. Knicks 25.58, Raptors, Hawks, Pacers, Heat, so on and so on, all the way down to the Warriors with almost 23 points per game. On the right side, now this is a little tricky for me when it gets to shooting guards and small forwards. Positions are just interchangeable in the NBA now, as we talked about. Point guards are easier, power forwards, centers. But as you can tell, some of these are guys that are not, huge names, but that's because there's just not a ton of actual shooting guards. You got the Devin Bookers, the Steph Currys, all those guys, they're now running point. But yeah, Desmond Bain leading at 30.3. I know he got injured a little bit too, but 30.3 points per game, and now they have Mr. Ja Morant coming back. Just keep that in mind. Tim Hardaway Jr. for the Dallas Mavericks, averaging 20.8. Cam Thomas, Colin Sexton for the Jazz, so on and so on. So those are the top 10 shooting guards, points per game. Let's check out the rebounds now. and the Heat are giving up the most rebounds to the shooting guard position at 7.34 per game. And then they're over there on the right side. I don't know a lot about this guy. I know he's been playing more, no Draymond Green, things like that. He's playing shooting guard. Podziemski. I probably butchered it. I don't even know. I've heard about him, but yeah, I have not actually heard his name be said ever. So he is now leading the shooting guard position with 6.5 rebounds per game. Desmond Bain up there with 6. Dejounte 5.5. So on and so on. Nothing really surprising here. All the way down to Tim Hardaway again. They're a 4.2. So take a screenshot of that. Get some winners, and let's check out the assists. Pelicans giving up the most assists to the shooting guard position at 6.15, followed by those Grizzlies, the Nets, and Spurs. Anything with the Grizzlies, just kind of take it easy, just because, like I said, John Morant, his first game back will be today. So I think he'll be ready to play some big minutes, but we'll see. And then the shooting guards averaging the most assists per game. How about Malik Monk of the Sacramento Kings at 7.4 per game? I believe he's technically a shooting guard, not a small forward. So if I'm wrong, you guys, play around with it if there's someone you really think that isn't a shooting guard. But I think these are it. DeJounte Murray playing shooting guard alongside Trey Young. Anthony Edwards, 5.5 assists per game. So on and so on. Other than that, no real surprises here. You got the boy from the Warriors, number 10, at 3.7 assists per game. So that's the shooting guard position. If you are new to the channel, Monday is point guards, Tuesday is shooting guard, etc., all the way to Friday with the centers. So we do a position every day. And tomorrow on Wednesday will also be the G's of threes, talking hot 3-point shooters. And Friday we take a peek inside the lines with against the spread and over under teams. So that's the research help for today. Now let's talk some best bets. All right, bet number one is a player prop parlay. Only 4 games today. We had to get a little creative. So here we go. Steph Curry, 25 plus points, and Brooke Lopez, 2 plus blocks at minus 104 on DraftKings. Now, Steph, the man, Chef Curry, 25 plus. He had one of the worst games of his career last game, scoring 7 points on 2 of 12 shooting versus the Blazers. That makes me like it more, guys. I'm not worried about Steph. He's the man. There's only been 2 other times this year where he scored under 20, and I say 20 because that's really what means a bad game for him. And in those 2 games, he followed it up with 35 and 37 the next game. So he knows how to bounce back. He's now facing a Celtics team that is struggling versus the point guard position, which is a little surprising to me. They've given up the 4th most points to the point guard position in the last 30 days, 4th most in the last 15. Doesn't matter how you dice it, they're giving up a lot of points. Curry loves to play the Celtics. We saw that in the finals too. But in his last 5 games, not counting the game he got injured, he has scored 29, 32, 30, 47, and 38. So obviously all well over 25 points. Now let's talk blowout potential because that's just part of handicapping every single bet. Celtics 5.5 point favorites, but it's in Golden State, and that's what makes me think this is going to be a competitive game. Celtics have been absolutely unbelievable at home. They really have. But when it comes to the road lately, last 4 road games, how about this? Lost to the Pacers, lost to the Magic, lost to the Hornets, and beat the Grizzlies by 2. I mean, whether they had Porzingis in some or whatever, they should be doing a lot better than that on the road. So, with the Warriors obviously being a better home team, I think this game can stay competitive. So, give me Curry 25 plus points. And the next one, Mr. Lopez, 2 plus blocks. Mario Lopez, you remember him from Saved by the Bell? Just popped in my head. Anyways, he leads the league with 3 blocks per game. Yes, the 35-year-old Brooke Lopez leads the league in blocks at 3 per game, tied with Mr. Victor Wembanyama, the teenager. That's right. Now, Lopez, he's recorded 3 plus blocks in 6 of his last 7. I only need 2. The line is set at 2.5. So if you just want to take over 2.5, I think you would get plus 100 or 105 or something like that. If you just want to take that and not do Steph Curry, I don't blame you at all. Like I said, he's had 3 plus in 6 of the last 7 games. The only one he missed was actually yesterday against the Rockets. He also has 4 plus blocks in 4 of 7. Yeah, he's been an absolute beast. I'm shocked too. I didn't know he could even jump, but he just knows how to block shots. So, no Wemby in the game for the Spurs. Whatever that really means on a blocks prop, I don't know, but just wanted to point that out. So, there might be blowout, not might be. There's more than likely blowout potential in this game. It's a 16.5 point spread. The Bucks are favored because there's no Wemby for the Spurs. So, I went down to 2, so I feel a little better in case all the starters are already yanked in the third quarter. But give me Lopez, 2 plus blocks, and Steph Curry, 25 plus points as my first bet. All right, the second game of the day takes us out to the Pacific Northwest. We got the Blazers hosting the Phoenix Suns. Suns minus 7, over under 231. Against the spread, Suns 10, 15, and 1 ATS, the fourth worst team against the spread in the league. 5, 5, and 1 ATS on the road. Blazers 10 and 13 ATS and a terrible 3 and 8 ATS at home. Over under Suns are 16 and 10 to the over. Blazers 13 and 12 to the under. Notes in this game: Bradley Beal, shocker, not playing basketball again. Grayson Allen and Shaden Sharp are both questionable. If I had to lean on the side, it's to flip a coin and don't bet it. That's just all I would say. I don't trust either of these teams. Suns have just looked bad. They really have. Until they can show something. They let me down a couple games ago. They needed a miracle comeback to beat the Wizards last game. It's just been ugly. And we know the Blazers. I mean, they're terrible all the time. They're 3 and 8 ATS at home too. So, but my best bet in this game is same game parlay, alt line parlay again. We got Kevin Durant 25 plus points and Yusuf Nurkic 10 plus rebounds at minus 126 on FanDuel. Both of these guys play for the Phoenix Suns. Now, if you had to pick an alt line, or if you had to pick a regular line, you can't do alt lines like this. I'd probably go Nurkic over 11 and a half rebounds would be my lean on that one. But let's talk Durant, 25 plus points. He's done this in 21 straight games. Do I really need to say much more, guys? It's Kevin Durant. He's done it in 21 straight. I will talk more because that's what I like to do, but he's a freaking beast. He scored 31 versus the Blazers earlier this year. He has now scored 31 plus points in 4 straight games versus the Blazers. He's an absolute machine, guys. You just put a quarter in, he gets you 25 or more points. And Blazers about average versus power forward position, but Kevin Durant's a lot like that other guy, in Chicago, matchup proof. You know, the guy with the big hair, you know what I'm talking about. Line set at 29 and a half. I didn't want to go over 29 and a half because honestly, he's finished right in that 25 to 30 point range in 6 of the last 7 games. So I like taking it down to 25. Something he has done, like I said, 21 straight times. So give me Durant 25 plus points. And the last one, Yusuf Nurkic 10 plus rebounds. He's been a sneaky dominant rebounder lately. In the last 3 games, there is nobody in the entire NBA that has had more rebound chances than Yusuf Nurkic. I bet you didn't know that. In fact, I think he's tied in the last 3 games again. He's tied with Daniel Gafford. Bet you didn't know that either. In the last 4 games, Nurkic, how about this for rebounds? 13, 22, 12, and 17. His line is set at 11.5, like I mentioned. It's kind of like riding a hot shooter or scorer. We're riding the hot rebounder. How about that? But he's had a massive effort on the glass, unlike that two-time MVP over there in Denver, Colorado. I won't mention names, but it starts with a J and ends with a Okic. I mean, I don't know what's going on with him, but Nurkic, I think we can count on him. Now, Blazers about average, allowing rebounds to centers, 15 per game. I just like it. And other than that, guys, I think Nurkic goes over 11 and a half. I do think Durant has a chance to score 30 plus. I do like both over. Usually, when I do an alt line parlay, I usually think both guys are going to go over their original line as well, just so you guys know. But as for Suns money line, just be careful. I almost thought about throwing in Suns money line in this, and then I realized, oh, that's right, they're not very good right now. So just be careful. They should win, but you never know. So give me Durant 25 plus points, Nurkic 10 plus rebounds as my second and final bet. And let's check out the bets recap. All right, Chef Curry 25 plus, Brooke Lopez 2 plus blocks at minus 104, KD 25 plus points, and Nurkic 10 plus rebounds at minus 126. That's right, we got 2 studs to score 25 or more in Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. Those are the 2 best bets. If I have anything to add, it will be in the pinned comments. But you know what? It's only a 4 game slate. It's kind of ugly with some blowout games. So John Morant coming back on one of them. So it will be kind of a tough sledding in the betting world in the NBA today. So thank you guys for the support. Hit that like button, and hope everyone has a great Tuesday. And we'll talk to you soon.